If you are having a bad day, go let 3 turkey loads fly out of your gun. Welcome back to Mud Lake Ranch. Today we're here with an overview and unboxing video on the Mossberg 940 Pro Turkey. This is a semi-automatic shotgun. It is in Mossy Oak Greenleaf camo. Let's get into this box and see what's inside. This firearm was sent to us by our good friends at Mossberg. First, we're going to unbag the shotgun itself. Set that aside. Comes with a Mossberg sticker, your owner's manual, Mossberg firearm cable. Looks like it has replacement fiber optics for your front sights. Actually, the first time I've ever seen that, they're HIVIZ. It comes with 3 green and 3 orange and 1 white dot. I'll take that out of the package to make it a little bit easier to see. It also comes with this bag of shims to adjust your length of pull, your comb, and your cast. So you can fit this shotgun to the exact hunter that will be using it. Important to always read your owner's manual before firing the shotgun so that you understand all of the important details of the firearm. So we're going to remove the gun and set the box aside. We won't be needing that until we ship this back to Mossberg. Before we get started, we're going to confirm that the firearm is unloaded, visually and manually inspect the chamber. All right, let's get into this shotgun. We'll move from the butt to the front. At the rear, we have a generous, very flexible recoil pad that will be very forgiving when you're shooting 3-inch TSS out of this thing. I will be running XRs out of this, Winchester XR. Right here is where you have your adjustments for length of pull. There's additional included plates to adjust this an additional, I believe, 1 1/4 inches. It has a sling post mount here, as well as at the front of your cap there. All of the controls on this shotgun are oversized. So you got the oversized bolt release, and oversized safety, as well as an oversized trigger area that allows you to get your finger in there while you're wearing gloves. So when you're hunting turkeys, typically you wear gloves. No matter how thin, you lose some dexterity. So that's a great feature for the hunter. Also has an oversized loading port here that is beveled to make loading shotgun shells easier as well. Up top here, you'll notice that the receiver is pre-cut for an optic. This model shotgun is available with a Holosun optic delivered with the gun, or without. You will pay the appropriate price for which model you get. Moving on to the barrel, the Mossberg 940 Pro is available in 18 and 24-inch models. This one is the 24-inch with the AccuChoke included. It accepts 2 3/4 and 3-inch turkey loads. Your stock and your foregrip are synthetic and outfitted with a very popular Mossy Oak Greenleaf pattern. Up front here, you have your store shelf Mossberg identifier. So basically that's just for branding. You take that off once you get home, or if you want to display it with it, you can. Up front, you have a fiber optic sight. This is fitted pretty decent for me. I can see I don't need to make any adjustments right now. It hasn't been measured, but I typically, redneck fashion, don't measure my gun or have it fitted. I never have, but I might someday if I get a gun that is ridiculously expensive. Up front, we have a XX-Full AccuChoke choke that is ported and perfect for turkey hunting. This does have a live round load indicator so that when you're in the turkey woods and you are ready to take the shot and you wake up from your 4 a.m. wake-up call in the woods and you aren't quite sure if you ever put a round in the chamber, you don't have to make a whole lot of noise to look. There's an indicator right there that I'll show you once we put some live rounds into the firearm. Before you get started, any firearm that you get new out of the box, you should clean. Make sure that you open the action, clean the bore, which we're going to do now. We'll run some Otis CLP on a patch through the barrel and a bronze brush. And that's to remove any possible shipping contamination that might be in there, any shipping oils or rust preventatives that were included from the manufacturer, and any possibility of anything from machining or milling that might disrupt the bullet or the shot from leaving the chamber. That goes for all firearms. This one doesn't have a lot of excess oil, which is nice. I opened a gun the other day that was just sopping wet. This one looks pretty good. We're gonna hit it with a little dry lube right here in the action to make sure that we are well lubricated and this gun operates properly for its entire lifetime. And we're gonna clean the bore real quick right now. This cleaning will be a quick one. We're using the Otis Tactical Gun Cleaning Kit. This kit cleans everything from 17 cal up to 12 gauge. You will need your patch saver. This allows you to run a single patch and have a 360-degree clean down your entire bore. A large slotted tip, your 12 gauge bore brush, CLP, the appropriate size memory flex cable. So, right size. The smaller cable here is for 17 and 22 caliber, and I won't be needing that right now. If you're unfamiliar with your Otis cleaning kit, refer to YouTube for instructions on how to use the Otis cleaning system, or use the paper instructions included with your cleaning kit. We're gonna get a little bit of rain here, ruining my video. It's nothing but rain here lately. All right, step one, you're gonna thread on your slotted tip. If you wanna skip ahead to us patterning this shotgun, you can go right ahead. There's a timestamp below, but really quick. Next, we're going to tie on a patch. So you'll refer to your owner's instructions for the appropriate slot on your patch. You'll apply the patch saver over that. Pinch at the appropriate position for 12 gauge, which you can find as well in your instructions. Fold it up like it's around that squeegee patch. I killed a bug and it's on the patch. Nice. Add a little CLP all the way around the perimeter of the patch. Run it down your bore. A little tight at that choke, but this gun has not been fired yet, and as you can see, I did pull a considerable amount of residual, I guess, oils, and possibly they might have fired a test round through it. All right, and finally we're going to run some 085 wipes. This will remove any oils on the exterior of the gun and in this action that might be here. This has a Cerakote type finish, so that will not need to be cleaned. If you're interested in a video on how to completely disassemble the Mossberg 940 Pro Turkey, the link is in the description below. That video will guide you through steps on how to clean a semi-automatic shotgun from complete disassembly, what products to use, and where to get them. All right, we're gonna pattern this shotgun right now with a couple of loads that are my favorites from a video I posted earlier this year. In that video, I was shooting my Benelli Nova 12 gauge with a 28-inch barrel and an extra full choke. The ammo that I chose, I have a lot of now. So I have about 10 boxes of the Winchester Super X, and I still am only down to 1 box of the XRs from Winchester that are my faves. But what I will do is see how those two, which I have plentiful of or a favorite of, at a target to see which one of those this gun likes to eat. All right, the targets that we're using today are from Birchwood Casey. These targets are shoot and see turkey targets that give you a great idea of what vitals you may have hit when you fire your turkey load. I'll leave a link in the description to these targets, as well as my Ear Pro and any other products seen in this video. First up are Winchester Longbeard Locked in Lethal XRs. These are 12 gauge, 3-inch, 1200 feet velocity, 1 3/4 ounce 6-shot. And second, we will be using the Winchester Super X 12 gauge, 3-inch, 1210 feet per second, 1 7/8 ounce 5-shot. I indicated earlier that this has a load indicator, and that is located right in front of your trigger. A little silver pin will pop out when ammo is chambered. Let's load up 1 round of the Longbeard XR, and we will put you guys downrange so you can see the target hit. We're back to the bench. We have our eyes and ears on. Safety is off. Target acquired. Round in the chamber. I was holding the bead in my mind right here, so maybe the gun isn't fit exactly to me. Pattern concentration is all here. Maybe I'll take another shot with the XR to see if I can get a better shot on that. Whew. Spicy. Safety on. Let's go see how that second shot hit. My second shot hit exactly the same spot and tore a freaking hole right through it. I mean, I feel like I was looking straight down the barrel on this thing, so this may take a little getting used to, but I definitely hit exactly the same position on this target. All right, let's get a new target up and try the Winchester Super X. All right, so now we're gonna shoot the Winchester Super X. Safety's on. We're gonna take one shot here and see how it hits, then give you another one, and then we'll do I'll waste a couple for you so you can see the action cycle. I think I have to adjust my gun over slightly. I think I need to adjust this. I don't think I'm looking straight down the barrel, so maybe I'll be needing some of those shims. Let's go take a look at how I hit that one. Well, not mad. I was aiming a little bit lower than last time, trying to saw his head off, you know. Good concentration there. I'm assuming a lot of BBs are lower. I'll take another shot. I'll put a little bit higher up on the head and see what we get. All right, target set. Let's fire one more and then give you a succession shot. If you've stuck around this long, just stick around a little bit longer. I'll be giving you my final thoughts on this here Mossberg 940 Pro turkey. All right, safety's off, target acquired. All right, let's see how that looks. Safety is on. Firearms pointed in a safe direction. That one produces a very consistent, tight, but not too tight pattern at this 30-yard distance. Giving you ample opportunity to hit something in the vitals with that load. And I think I like it better for this gun at closer range. So Winchester Super X, I have a lot of it anyway. It will be my load for this gun when I take it out tomorrow. Big hurry to get out and shoot. Finally, the gun came in a little after the season started. All right, one final thing here. We'll run a couple, 2, 3 turkey loads in succession so you can see what it would be like. Let's do 3. Let's do 3. I'll be generous. Wasted my ammo for you YouTube peoples. Maybe there's a plug in it. All right. This accepts 4 in the tube and 1 in the chamber. I'm guessing it might have a plug, so it's like outfitted for states with 3-shot requirements or something for like turkeys or something, or for like waterfowl or something like that, which would be the case with a lot of your shotguns, keeping you legal even when you don't know it. All right, so I'm gonna fire 3 in succession just so you can get the effect. Gonna saw down, let's not saw down my target post. We'll just burn up a tree over here. Whew, spicy. That trigger didn't want to take off. Let's see it loaded. All right, let's be more generous than ever and give you 3 more. I'm gonna take off the rest this time. I want to get a feel for the trigger, and haven't really talked about that yet. Shotgun triggers aren't something that we are typically known for talking about. One's in the chamber, safety is off. If you are having a bad day, go let 3 turkey loads fly out of your gun all at the same time. That was a lot of fun. All right, final thoughts. Let's do one more trigger pull. I am looking to get a trigger pull tester to get the poundage down. This is just a trigger pull demo. I am not shouldering this rifle. So not much take up, stops right there. Really crisp break, and not a lot of weight required to initiate that. Right there's your chamber loaded indicator. So you can have a false positive on that, where I just cycled the gun, loaded nothing into the chamber. It thinks it's loaded based on that little pin there. When I fire, you'll see that disappear. Let's go. I'm going to go to the left-handed side so you guys can see I'm not left-handed, but that's the wall. Not much play there. And super light, easy break. And as you see, the loaded chamber indicator is absent now. And now the gun thinks that it's loaded. Very cool. All right, my final thoughts on the Mossberg 940 Pro Turkey. I score guns on 3 different things that are important to me: practicality, accuracy, and coolness factor. So starting at the practicality, this is a practical firearm for turkey hunting, and it is screaming with this retro looking that's new Mossy Oak Greenleaf camo. It from a distance resembles the tree bark camo of the olden days, and up close it's much more defined than I thought. Online photos don't really do it justice. All the young folks love it. I don't have camo that matches it because I upgrade my camo every 25 to 35 years. So I'm still, rocking Realtree, I think. Practicality, excellent turkey gun. Love that it has the optic mount pre-milled in, and it's super low into the receiver so that you can still shoulder the shotgun like you should for turkey hunting, keeping the sight picture low, following the barrel so that you're not doing oddball mechanics that don't make any sense. The oversized controls for safety and your bolt release and your bolt are outstanding and easy to maneuver. The trigger guard is wide open and it allows for easy acquisition of that trigger with gloves on. The trigger, which we just covered, the break is smooth, the wall is short. Oh, I have to have the bolt forward. Easy to find that bolt catch, bolt release without even looking at it. That's just nice. We'll leave the specifications on the trigger in the description below. So we got vented rib barrel, 18. This is the 24-inch model. 18-inch model would be ideal if you're someone that runs and guns and likes to be out in the woods and the brush. I'm a box blind hunter who likes the advantages of a slightly longer barrel to get me a little bit more range because my calling skills are not all there. So 4+1 on the chambering, more than adequate for the application of turkey hunting. You're typically going to get 1 to 2 shots off to begin with. Butt stock was awesome. The AccuChoke does its job. There are various chokes that are available for this firearm that you may choose to use. So wide application. If you want to change up what you're running up front, you're welcome to do that. Packed with features. Love the loaded chamber indicator. Love the color of your bullet feed there, your shotgun feed, so you can know if you're out easy to identify. That stands out. So accuracy, only as good as the shooter, of course. Out of the box, I'm a little low right, but it does come with all the adjustments, so a +1 on that. So practicality score, I went back it up a bit. Gonna give her 9 out of 10 on this model. If it had the optic on it already, 10 out of 10. I'm knocking off a point. It wouldn't have been a 10 out of 10. Let's say 8 out of 10 without the optic. With the optic, a 9, knocking off 1 point, because this thing's MSRP is $1,800. You have to be a pretty serious turkey gobbler hunter, you know, to be willing to drop $2,000 on your turkey gun. I'm comfortable with a single shot in the woods or a pump action, so 1 point off for that, but you're gonna pay for style, you know. Accuracy, let's get back to accuracy. It has all the tools to get the gun to fit you, which I say improves its score. I was off a little out of the box, and that's probably my fault. But when you're shooting a scatter gun, you got to be in the ballpark, and I was a little to the right of the ballpark on that first shot and second shot, and low on the third shot. So maybe the comfort level with the gun, but out of the box accuracy was not what I thought it'd be. I'd be a little better with it. So it's probably my own fault, but I'll give it an 8. Probably a 10 with practice, but you know, I've shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only shot 8 rounds through this gun, so kind of hard to judge, and you can give me crap in the comments about that. 8 for accuracy for now. And for coolness factor, I love that it's semi-automatic. Semi-automatic shotguns are a hoot to shoot, and this one's packed with the features like all the, you know, the wider loading gate and the awesome accessories that you can, all the controls that are huge. Banger camo pattern that is unique, and it is new. I'll grow to love it. Right now, I'm not a big fan of the Mossy Oak Greenleaf, but my kids absolutely love this camo pattern. It's not for me yet. I'm still old school, but at least it's got camo. I'm gonna go coolness factor. No, it's just for the features. The coolness factor gets her up to like a 6, 7. The fact it's got a modern new camo, 7.5. Otherwise, there's other things you could do to tactical this thing out, but we're gonna stick with our guns and call this one a 7.5 on the coolness factor. Thank you for watching this episode of Mud Lake Ranch. If you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe.